closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her tied down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will. Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know, but I know someone who does. Follow me.
And it's absolutely nothing to worry about. Sure, Betty, we live in Rapture, a place of perpetual scientific breakthrough and wonder. You'll need to get used to seeing a few strange sights from time to time.
What's this girl to you?
What I need from her is my business. But I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful.
What do you want? An autograph? Yes?
Edward thinks the way to my heart is philosophical transcendence.
What happened to these children? What are they?
Red means stop.
Where have you been?
Green
Cabin in
means
Arcadia?
go. This is the
Little
rule
sisters.
all little
Atom
girls know.
factories.
It's grotesque.
Compromise? Is that why we came to Rapture? I could compromise in Red Hook. We're just...
Come on. We haven't got all day.
What do they even look like under those suits?
Well, I say you should have to prove you're properly...
Funny.
What?
You not knowing about the Little Sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, I thought it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Refreshment, sir? Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
through basic work, from decent sort, but the Italians.
Papa this and Papa that. They can't take a crap without a papal dispensation.
He gets that from his father. No one from my side of the family was ever so
I
lackadaisical.
suppose I shouldn't have drank so much when I was pregnant.
Mr. DeWitt, we'll find my source inside of that club.
Cohen? What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're expected.
No mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These invitation masks he spoke of, they must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. Says it's sponsored by the artist struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any. What brought you to Rapture?
A man.
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
Wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no
Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
A fine day to you both.
Excuse me. The lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
Really?
The center Coberson... Excuse me, sir.
That's a lot of fine talk about a stolen ring.
I beg your pardon?
Right out of her coffin
Cohen
in
sends those
Twilight
masks
View.
out in some kind of box.
I can assure you that
The assurances of a grave robber are
Must
of
be
no
somewhere
interest
else.
to me. If you hand the ring back, the matter will remain between you and me.
You come into my shop and talk this trash. I don't think so. Hit the bricks, you tramp, or else... See to it they hit you.
Get your hands off me! Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up. Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
I don't have all the flaws.
Dr. Steinman told me.
You see that dish I walked in with? Will you give her the star treatment, pal? That'll make it worth your while.
Of course, right away.
What is this piece?
It's by Trenet, but of course, covered.
Gotta
by
find
Mr.
that
Ryan.
bog. Nothing. Well, only one place left.
Music does something to me. Especially something in this space. Almost primal, isn't it?
Part of us that exists before thought, before logic, purely sensual.
The finest.
I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing.
Frank Fontaine.
Nothing?
No. Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
All that unpleasant.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course. Interesting, isn't it? An original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
There you are, you little son
I'm
of
gonna
a
open
bitch.
my mouth for fear what foolishness might tumble out.
You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Good. You've located the mask.
Third time's the charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
I told her.
Fine piece of work back with those shopkeeps. You've got a bit of the grifter in you.
For that, you can thank my father.
Oh, yeah?
He was a man comfortable in a variety of roles.
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
So who is this fellow Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse. He's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen his type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
Dance, dance, move! Be the conduit! Open yourselves to the music, to the spirit of the eternal! No. Why do you fail in this fashion? To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick! Please! The stick! Enter for God's sake! My muse shall not be mocked! Get them out of here! There shall be no failure on my canvas. Oh, there's no room in Rapture anymore for the artist. Who are you?
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? My. This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, lady?
I need to ask you a few questions.
Questions? Yes. Yes. It is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You are more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her. In exchange, all I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to
Listen,
go.
Cole, you son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt.
What?
Dance with me.
Come, come, dance!
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! Beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes.
But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Suchong.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure?
But if Suchong has Sally, I'd know it.
How?
As I tied him to a chair and asked him.
So?
For 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
No!
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick! I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain. A moth will become a butterfly.
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
You were dreaming. You kept saying your daughter's name, Sally.
She's not my daughter.
I thought...
Pain and beauty. To an artist, they are parent and child.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
Look.
Fontaine's. Ryan sent the whole thing to the bottom.
But it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
How many people do you suppose Ryan's got locked up in that place?
Enough. Fontaine had amassed something near an army. Now they're down there, spliced up and wild. All right, there's a dock up ahead.
Takes a cold son of a bitch to do that to a living person.
What's that?
Burial at sea.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity, we're all buried at sea.
Don't get too comfortable. Keep your eyes open.
Seem to be some supplies this way, Mr. DeWitt.
It's Booker.
What?
Just call me Booker.
If it's all the same to you, let's leave it at Mr. DeWitt. Look up there.
Could be handy.
A skyhook.
Skyhook? You mean the air grabber? Kids use them to ride around up on the pneumo lines.
Air grabber. Huh. Constants and variables.
Constants and what?
Never mind.
Goddamn grabber stuck.
I want the frosted one. Get me the frosted
Mr. DeWitt! Someone's coming!
Come back! I want the frosted!
All right, I got the grabber unjammed.
Pay up!
Mr. DeWitt, look. Housewares. That's where Cohen said we'd find Sally. The store ran trams between the three buildings. We'll need to avail ourselves of that.
Assuming it still works.
Optimism, Mr. DeWitt. It helps in situations like this. When did you come to Rapture?
Oh, it was, geez, I guess around 51? No, 48?
That's a rather large gap.
Time. Life I had before. Sort of becomes a blur. 49. 49 for sure. Damn.
You look a mess, Mr. DeWitt.
Just keep your eyes open for splicers. They can do us a whole lot worse.
There, little birdies. Eat it up. Well, it's good for you, you know. I've never heard of birds that didn't like seeds. What's the matter with you? What was that?
You promised never again!
Mr. DeWitt, look.
Well, there's the tram.
That splicer had no problem freezing a path for himself before.
I'm sure he'll be happy to do the same for us.
I have no doubt you'll prove persuasive. Mr. DeWitt, look. An ice rink.
Be good at places any to look for our new friend.
It says it's on the top floor.
So we go up.
Damn thing's locked.
Let me see that. Oh, have matters progressed so little? I could turn this with a rake pick. Done.
Where'd you learn that?
Oh, it's something I picked up a long time ago.
Yeah. Our frozen friend leaves a hell of a trail.
Mr. DeWitt, take a look.
I told Sander Cohen I'm always ready to cut a record. I put on a show. Said he'd call. It's my home, too!
That's close enough.
That is come!
Whatever your name is.
Let's
I'm looking.
Psychology. So
Brian, you bastard. Left me here to rot. Sure, I signed the contract. Helped turn Fontaine's into a prison. 10 days, big rush, everything slapdash. Right before the prisoners are brought in. One of your piece of shit turrets. Bam! Both kneecaps. Now I'm likely a cripple locked in a jail, surrounded by maniacs. Haven't even been paid, but I don't care. Just get me out of here!
Look up there. I'll wait down here.
songs.
Eve, here! What's happened to these people? They don't even seem sane.
Nothing beats your first splice. From there, it's all downhill. The frozen frosties, the jockeys who'll hand you 1,000 volts as soon as look at you.
You sound sympathetic.
They wouldn't be the first sons of bitches who found an answer at the bottom of a bottle. And once you see them go all weak at the knees at the sight of a little sister and all her Adam,
Point that somewhere else.
they cut a less sympathetic figure.
What's your secret, honey?
Hey, you home?
Thought money! I wouldn't sell this brand!
Here you go!
It's freezing in here.
Something tells me all that cold isn't just coming from the ice rink.
See, I keep my eye on you. Nobody gets even a sip unless I say so. You got it? Anyone comes near that bottle without permission is a dead man! Is that good sickness? Is madness?
Go! Catch!
You want to thank me? Next time, try ducking.
Appreciate it.
Wrong horse.
That's all I have.
Fancy putting those lock-picking skills to work?
On it. All done.
Damn it, that son of a bitch drank every last bottle of Old Man Winter.
I think I can help.
What was that?
It's a new plasmid. Lets me bring in things that might exist, but don't.
I'm not sure I understand. What's it called?
Tear.
Where'd you find that?
You don't expect a girl to share all her secrets, do you, Mr. DeWitt?
Freeze your enemies. Shatter them into 1,000 pieces.
Folks always stare when I make the scene. You get used to it.
Mr. DeWitt, take a look.
All right. I know you're the client and all, but I've gone about far enough without a few answers.
My purpose here is none of your concern. Consider me a means to an end.
Then why do I get the feeling I'm being set up?
I told you I'm in collections. An account is in arrears. My clients simply want to see matters set to right.
Don't make any sense, that's all.
If you don't like the arrangement, the bathysphere's back that way.
Or brew a delicious cup of coffee in seconds. Fontaine Futuristics. Saving my marriage.
Go ahead.
Peanut? I'm home early. It's my fault. Mine.
Mr. DeWitt, here.
Much obliged.
If Sally's not your daughter, what's she to you? Why risk life and limb?
This is part of the job.
You owe me no explanation.
She's just another orphan. After Fontaine went down, City was lousy with him.
And?
I don't know. You have a reason for every stupid thing you've ever done? She started showing up, looking peaked. More fool me to feed the brat. Should have known she would have never leave.
How did you lose her?
It's none of your business. Something about you doesn't sit right.
Yes?
Wouldn't peg you as the Rapture type. Not even a little.
If you mean I have no interest in joining the Andrew Ryan Book Club, you'd be right. Just another set of fanatics with a different set of books.
I gamble.
What?
You asked me how I lost Sally. I gamble. Took her somewhere kids got no business being. I was winning. In a place like that, you don't let a kid out of your sight.
But you did.
Yeah, and here we are. But the million-dollar question is, what's she to you?
I have an interest in reuniting you with her. Isn't that reason enough?
Let's hope Cohen was on the level when he said this is where we'd find Sally.
I can only imagine what they would do with a child in a place like this.
Cohen's halfway to Splicetown. Probably thought putting a child in prison would be high art.
The sooner we find her, the better.
Come on out
Sally!
of there! Hopper's got all sorts of plans.
Sally! Come out of there!
I can't see her.
What are you doing?
This is a schematic for the venting system. It shows there are more vents like this one in electronics, the bistro, returns, the book department, and the appliance show floor.
So?
If she's in there are only 6 vents she can come out of. Now there are 5. All these vents are connected to the central heating unit. If we close them off and turn the heat up, she'll be forced out through the central exhaust. It's the only exit.
You want to burn her alive?
No, we just make it hot enough to flush her out.
Can't do that.
Look, either we find her, or one of those splicers will.
All right. Where are the other vents?
Up ahead. Ready.
Come on, love. Oh, Mickey just wants to give you a little squeeze. You don't want to disappoint your old uncle now, do you?
You come out of there! Ain't no fair keeping that tasty atom locked up in your stomach. Ain't no fair.
Quiet, you gag. She goes out for the honey.
It's trouble.
Not the vinegar.
Why?
Haven't found anything yet. There's another vent. Two down. Where to now?
Oh, sorry, honey. I have been in the weeds this entire shift.
You're making him up!
What's that now?
I've had it with this.
You're bleeding. You need this.
You'll eat your supper. All of it.
It's all I've got.
What you doing?
Why? Who put these ideas in your... What bad cookie face?
Halfway there.
Do it.
Done. What is that thing in there?
It's a radar range. Never could figure out if the thing's designed to cook a turkey or a splicer.
Damn door's got a key code lock. No way to get in without knowing what it is.
Sincerity. That's what I've been lacking. And it's...
not working?
Do it.
Where is she?
Always knew I'd be a star.
Okay, next one.
Kara, ain't nothing been right for this town since Frank Fight.
Listen, honey.
Who is it? You hear all that talk?
Mr. DeWitt, catch!
Do it.
Done! Sorry, that's all I've got. There should be one more. Hear that?
Sally? Sally, it's me, Booker. Now, you come out now. Sally? Dear, do you hear me? It's me, Booker. Now listen, dear. You come out right now!
Mr. DeWitt, she's not coming. Now let's get the rest of these vents sealed. It's the only way. That's the last one.
Where's the exhaust?
In the toy department.
That seems right up your alley.
I can do that.
Welcome to the Circus of Value. No refund, no return.
Got it.
I deserve better!
Open it.
All right. Can't find anything.
Locked from the other side. How the hell are...
Look. I think I can squeeze through. Give me a boost.
What is the greatest lie ever created?
Mr. DeWitt.
What is the most vicious obscenity ever perpetrated?
A little assistance?
Slavery. The Holocaust.
I can unlock the door if you just help me up into that vent.
No.
I can't reach it by myself. You're gonna have to boost me.
Out. Whenever anyone wants others to do their work, they call upon their out. Never mind your own needs. Think of the needs of whoever.
I heard the little rat scurrying this way. He's gonna be...
What's taking so long?
I can't get the...
Come on!
I'm trying. Just give me a second.
I'm a legend, you hear? I am not some sap, you know.
Always done what you've been told. We're playing into it.
Now?
Who's laughing now?
DeWitt! You don't seem any worse for wear.
Speak for yourself.
All right, let me go check the exhaust vent. No sign of her. Looks like we'll need to turn up the thermostat if we're gonna flush her out. It's over that way. Thermostat's right there. Turn the heat up.
I'm not going to burn her.
It's the only way to bring her to us. If you won't do it, I will. Just give me the word.
Turn it up.
What?
Turn the goddamn thermostat up.
Do you hear that? We need to get back to the exhaust before we lose the girl again.
Sally! Sally, come out! It isn't working.
I told you she's coming.
It isn't working. Turn it off.
If we turn it off, it's not gonna
We
work.
have to turn it off. We are hurting her. Sally! Sally? Sally, it's Booker. It's me. Sally, come on. I'm gonna get you out of here. Sally! Come out here right now! Sally. No.
Get headshot. Need this? Keep my eyes open for more.
Do it.
You bet. Take this, hurry! Here, ammo! Mr. DeWitt, the girl!
Sally!
Mr. DeWitt,
It's okay, Sally.
is she?
Look, it's Sarah. Huh? She's come to see you. We're going home. Do you want to go home? Don't, please, don't. I'm here. I just want to take you home. I just want you. You're back.
come with me!
She's not your child!
She is mine!
Let her go! Let her go!
She's mine!
The tear is closing!
Shut it down! Shut down the machine!
You've got to pull her through!
Pull!
Shut down the machine!
No, she's not through!
Hurry!
Shut it down!
No, look out!
I remember. All of it. That poor child.
She wasn't yours, Comstock.
No.
I wasn't.
No.
Yet you had to have me, didn't you?
No, this isn't right.
And when the guilt was too much.
You turn to us to solve your problem.
To provide a place to go where you might forget.
Where there never was an Anna in the first place.
Comstock was never one to own up to his errors, was he, brother?
Never comfortable with the choices he made.
Always seeking someone else's life to claim as his own.
Elizabeth. Child. I am so sorry.
No, you're not. But you're about to be.